In the realm of shadows where death's cold embrace holds secrets untold, a love we can't erase. Though parted by the veil, our souls entwine in a love eternal, a bond so divine. Oh my love, my heart's eternal flame. In this afterlife, our love will forever remain. No earthly chains can hold us apart, for in death's embrace we found our truest star. Through the twilight's veil, your spirit guides my way, whispering promises, dispelling my dismay. I see your gentle smile, a beacon in the gloom, a reminder that our love transcends the tomb. Oh my love, my heart's eternal flame. In this afterlife, our love will forever remain. No earthly chains can hold us apart, for in death's embrace we found our truest star. Through the twilight's veil, your spirit guides my way, whispering promises, dispelling my dismay. I see your gentle smile, a beacon in the gloom, a reminder that our love transcends the tomb. Oh, in this ethereal realm where the love. Once trapped in shadows, lost and weak, crystals shimmered, hope they seek.
Oops. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Give me a second to get that off of my face. There we go. How are you guys tonight? What a week we have been having. How is everyone doing with these wonderful holiday energies and planet stuff and all kinds of stuff going on? For me, it's been a very different holiday season. How is everybody? I have some real exciting news. I have a brand new deck that I've been waiting months and months for. So that's what we're going to be working with tonight. Look, it's so beautiful. It's to get you in touch with nature and grounding and with the leaves and fauna. And they are the most beautiful cards. I'm so excited. But I love that they came now because it was just in time. I had a reading yesterday and we got to play with them and learn about them yesterday, and I've had them with me pretty much since. And I thought it was a good opportunity. If you have new decks, go ahead and pull them out. And if you haven't seen me before, I'm MamaCole. Welcome. This is Spirit Tea Talk. Donna, you're exhausted. I hear you. Me too. I've been working really hard with my son. We've been doing DoorDash trying to get like this Christmas bonus going, and holy cow, I'm exhausted, but just something to do. There's lots going on in my family. This holiday season is very different than normal. Usually I'm in a house baking away. It's full of all my grown kids and their wives, and this year everybody's in different states and different places, and I'm here in the RV with my special needs son, and it's very different this year. Um, I don't really think I need to bake or anything. Like everybody's off in different places doing different things. So yeah, it's kind of like a year of reflection and gratitude for me. And so that's why I'm very grateful to be here. If you don't know me, I am MamaCole, psychic medium with Psychic Insights. I'm also a divinator and a seer. Hey, there you are, Renee. So nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm a divinator and seer, and um, I have these new cards, so I figured we would pull some cards tonight. I also do a lot. I've been doing, this is the time of year that I love to do a Wheel of the Year for everyone. That's one of my readings that I specialize in. And what it is we go month by month. And usually I do it for you, and then we will do other decks like for each month to clarify. And like if you have questions, we'll draw other cards and get more clarifications. And it's like a look at the whole year ahead. And then the next year, we look back at the reading that you had and do a new reading just for you to like compare and take notes. I usually have the clients like write down each card, like when they're done with their reading, take pictures, write it down, and then reflect on it through the year. Welcome, Demetrius. Nice to see you. So that's one of the readings that I do offer with Psychic Insights, and I love doing it this time of year. And I don't know if I still can't find my website up here. But PsychicInsights.Life / I'm going to have to create it. Hold on. I'm sorry. I must have deleted it. There. Sorry. All in my glasses. Like if I sit like this, you guys can see my eyes. And that's where my reading things are. But I'm sorry that it's a reflection. They're new glasses, and I'm still I got to figure out the lighting a little better. Anyway, so how is everyone? Tawny says she's absolutely exhausted. You've never heard of the Wheel of the Year before? I love to do the Wheel of the Year. It's one of my favorite readings that I've been doing. I've been doing it probably the last 5 years or so. And then I have people come back like the next year. That's what I love, is to see how it played out. Because you always have free will. Like nothing is destined or set in stone. This is like a roadmap of what could happen in the energies around those months. And the opportunities for you. So that's how I do it. I saw you the other day on the street. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. If you did, cool. Welcome. I do meet a lot of people and give out my card and send you this way. But you could also be a scammer, but we never know. So I do have my cards. Now I want to shout out to this deck because I ordered this back in September. And this is the Arcana Folia Oracle deck. And it is by Nora Pascaleva. And it says the Arcana Folia Oracle is an invitation into the forest, where we connect with the pure vibrations of flora and fauna. It's inspired by the delicate and intricate essence of leaves, and it's an illustrated deck. It's a gateway to self-reflection, healing, things like that. But isn't it beautiful? So I thought this was perfect for tea time, and I've always wanted a round deck, but I couldn't find the right one. And I wanted a deck that gave us items, like gave objects, because when you're doing divination reading, objects are a little easier. Like they're more direct, and it's very similar to Lenormand. Like I really wanted a deck like this for when you ask questions and want details. So this is going to be really fun tonight. If you have an oracle deck or a tarot deck, why don't you go grab it? And we can read for each other, read as a group. And if you would like a card, go ahead and put it in the comments and give me permissions. I see Renee would love a card, and I got you, Renee. You are first up. You've been very heavy in my mind. I've thought of you often, and I've been seeing all of my friends with their menorahs and stuff posted. Freaking love them. Love them. They're so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, Renee. What is Renee? And Renee, let's ask a question. Let's see what do you have any specific questions a specific question, Renee? Yeah, Donna, pull some cards with us. Let's pull for Renee. What question do you have tonight, Renee? I love how these cards feel. Oh, they don't want to shuffle that way, though. They feel really neat in my hands, like I can just roll them around. Let's see, Renee. How is the year going to be financially for us? Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, the theme of the year financially, that's perfect. How is Renee's family, the Goldschmidts, right? Goldschmidts, yeah. It's the Goldschmidts year, 2026 look financially. Right off the bat, I get like an image of someone counting their coins. Success. This is like the ladder of success. Like very successful this year, Renee. And I see like you counting your coins, and this is gradual success with thoughtful actions. So each rung, each coin, each act of financial stability that you guys do will be rewarded. Right up the ladder of success. I love these cards. That's perfect, Renee. So I'd say 2026 is going to be very successful, but gradually, like a ladder. Nah. Donna pulled the star and the two of pentacles for you. And Renee said that her husband just got a job. Just got a raise, not a job. So yeah, that's what I see, the coin, so that it'll add up, but it'll be slowly over time. Hi, Donna. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So nice to see you. So, Donna, Izzy. So I also see that there is a balancing of finances and an opportunity to achieve more. Yeah, that's what I get. Like, just you got to be careful, but it's going to grow. So that we both confirm that. Isn't that beautiful? Welcome, Sarah. Nice to see you. So glad you're here. How are you guys doing up north? Are you guys surviving the cold and the snowstorms and all that? You guys doing good? It's been cold here, and then it gets hot and cold. It's been crazy weather in Florida. It was freezing. Like, seriously, it was like 32 degrees, 31 or something the other night. And then today it was 75. So crazy. All right. So, Sarah, let's see. A new car, but we needed it, but we are careful. Good job. Good job. So you're balancing it, like you're weighing the pros and cons of stuff and being smart. So that's just a validation for you, Renee. It's raining and 50 today. Well, good. At least it's not snow. But 50, that's really warm for this time of year. That's kind of crazy for up north. Okay. Donna, would you like a card tonight? And we're kind of like asking questions. This is my new deck. I don't know if you guys saw. This is my brand new deck. I ordered it a while ago, and I've been waiting and waiting for it. I ordered it off of a Kickstarter, and they're very beautiful. They're just for tea time. Like, I got them specifically for tea time. I've always wanted a round deck. Yeah, the snow is melting. Sarah would love a card. Okay. Since you popped up first, I'll get you, and then I know Donna will as soon as she's ready. Sarah. Now I want you to ask a question, Sarah. Like, we're kind of doing like a specific, like, if you have questions, because these cards are really cool for answers like that. So for you, let's what do you have like burning on your heart? I'm so thankful you got your turtle, because I know last week your poor little turtle was missing, and I just wonder, like, is it, I get a sense of a pet. You have a question about the afterlife, Sarah? About animals in the afterlife? Of course, they have a beautiful afterlife. They're actually all waiting for you when you pass. And as I'm saying that, I want you to see that you are protected. Okay. So the pets, the animals that you have lost recently, you're wondering where they are, what they're doing. They're watching over you and protecting you. Your princess just passed. Okay, well, you need to know that she is okay. She's on the other side and she's watching over you. Okay? Like, she's protecting you, which is freaking amazing. I love that card. See, and it's like it's a shield of armor. Hold on. Sorry. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So when you're worried and upset, you need to realize that your princess is whole now. She's beautiful and she's totally in spirit, and she's still very much around you. I know this personally. Yeah, I know. I know this personally, and I know this loss personally, because I've lost quite a few service animals in the last like 2-3 years. It's been a hard few years, but I've had experiences with them in spirit when I do my work or when I've had my heart attack. My service dog, actually, the whole operating room, when I got my stent in my heart, the whole operating room felt her in spirit jump on the table, and the whole table shook. And I was strapped down. I couldn't shake, and they were hollering at me. And the nurse, they were all like, she didn't move, but they felt my spirit dog. So please know that your princess is okay, and she is your protector now, like she was in life. And she wants you to know that she's whole, like she doesn't hurt anymore. I get like she had a lot of hip pain and like had issues walking. Was she a golden retriever? Because I get like she reminds me of my Casey, but she's blonder. But that she had a lot of problems like walking and pain and stuff like that. And you need to know that she doesn't have that anymore. And what's interesting, when your pets pass, like when you pass, all of your pets from your entire lifetime, not only is your family greeting you, but all of your animals, birds, cat, everything. She was a golden. Yeah, she's beautiful. But all of them greet you when you pass. It's the coolest thing ever. She started falling. Yeah, I get that. But she wants you to know she can run and play now just fine. Has her ball and everything. Okay? And she is your protector. I love that for you, Sarah. And then over on Facebook, Donna, Izzy's pulling for 2. Yeah. And she said that for Renee, it was the 2 cups energy, the balancing act. But for Sarah, she pulled the 8 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. The 8 of Wands represents like a quickness or swiftness of activity, and the 10 of Swords represents pain and sadness. So you're acting on something really swift, but there's some pain and sadness. She just all of a sudden got sick and started to die. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so tough. And I know what an empty space they leave, especially when they're a large dog. I had a large breed dog that passed right after my heart attack. And oh my gosh, it broke my heart. So I see you, sweetheart. Miss Donna, are you still here? Would you like a card? And Donna Izzy, would you like a card? Oh, my kids went and saw, my kids and grandkids went and saw the Grinch and Santa Claus and were just sending me pictures. That's funny. There you are, Donna Solis. You pulled the lovers. Okay, for Mamone, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'll get right with you. Okay, Miss Donna Solis. Miss Donna needs. Oh, I'm seeing a beautiful bouquet of flowers, like with the sunshine behind them, like gorgeous, like huge. Your son's name is Izzy? Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that name, Izzy. I've had a lot of friends named Izzy. Ooh, Epiphany. Cycles repeat until the lesson is learned. So what is going on now? See, notice the light is within. Like this is the lantern. The lantern always like represents magic within, or the potential. But this is an epiphany. So the cycles repeat until the lesson is learned. So what cycle is repeating, and what lesson do you need to learn? The only thing is I got to figure out how to. There we go. So that's for you, Donna. What lesson do you need to? I get it's something really simple. There's always light. Yeah, you always have light. You always have light. Every reading I've ever done for you, there's always light. I either see light, pull light, or usually almost all of them. You're so welcome. Okay, I'm going to hop over real quick to Donna Izzy. You haven't. My cards are really telling me it happened quite suddenly, unexpectedly, and your grief is so very real surrounding his passing. Oh, for Sarah, yeah, for your dog, honey. That's what Donna's saying. You haven't tuned into spirit for a long time. Oh, I love that for you, Donna. Yeah, and I love tuning into animals. And I feel sometimes it's easier to tune into animals than people sometimes. Okay, Miss Donna Izzy. Ooh, I see like a very lost, like you're lost. Um, but you're an eccentric person, a person with different worldviews. It's okay to be different, Donna, because I'm seeing you like you said you hadn't tuned in for a while, so that might be it. But you look at the world differently. You're an esoteric, means different, unique, okay? A person with a different worldview. That's what makes the world amazing. That's what makes you amazing and different. And don't ever lose that. So when you're feeling lost in the world, because I get a real sense of like lost, like your purpose is kind of remember who you are and trying to unmold the way that you're seeing the world. Like try to take the glasses of religion, or I almost get like it's not a dictatorship, but like maybe a way that you were forced to see things that you don't need to anymore. Your vision is clear and it's true. So you need to allow that, Donna, okay? And I think that's seeing with spirit because you just said you haven't tuned in for a long time, and that's probably kind of your call out. Okay. Mamone, let's tune in and see how your son's doing. And I remember your son, he's a fisherman in Hawaii. And I love this for you because um, I lived in Hawaii. I lived there like 3.5 years. My mom lived there for quite a long time. And my heart's always been there. I worked on a cruise ship and went island to island. We cruised 7 islands. And so whenever you're around, and your son's around, I always see the water. And today he's showing me the whales, which would make sense because we're starting to come on whale season. Um, he wants you to whale songs. perhaps might help you. I don't know if you know how to access YouTube and stuff, but well, yeah, are you on YouTube? You're on Facebook. But listening to the whale songs, the singing and stuff will help heal your heart and the spaces of emptiness that you're feeling. What else could help her connect with her son this year, in the coming year? What would help her heal and to connect? You need to pay attention to red flags. This is a warning, okay? So please make sure that you're taking care of yourself. We're going to draw some more cards, but make sure you're taking care of yourself, Mamone. And because I get that you're very brokenhearted, but don't let, yeah, because see the leaves, right? See these right here? New deck, I'm learning them. Right here. See these on both sides? Those look like hearts to me, like broken hearts. So I want you to be aware of your physical health and that you're taking care of yourself. Pay attention if you're having any red flags, okay? So that could be part of your grieving, is that your heart is just so broken. Okay, and time. Trust in the divine timing. Know that this too, this like heavy grief and brokenness will pass with divine timing. And this is only but a moment. See the plant within the hourglass? Okay. Your connection with your son will continue to grow and prosper. It's going to take time. You just have to heal. Okay. Yes, you just have such a hard time accepting him not coming home. I understand that. But you need to realize, like, he is home, but he's in his eternal home, and he will see you again. And you will be able to reach him because this is eternal. The hourglass to me, time is like irrelevant. Okay. And trust in the divine timing. That means like the eternal timing. Know that you will see him again. Love is eternal. The soul is eternal. He's not gone forever. And there is sweetness on the horizon for you. And this is clear boundaries, set clear boundaries. So this is part of your healing. I get with all three of these cards, what's going on for you, Mamone, is the loss of your son is breaking your heart, literally. And if you don't take care of yourself, it may be like, don't ignore the warning signs, okay? So if you're really brokenhearted, if you need help, find a grief counselor. Get a reading, connect with him through a reading. That really does help a lot of people, just to know that they really are alive. They really are existing, just in a different plane from us. And our grief makes it very hard for us to connect or to be open and receive, because we're so brokenhearted and heavy in grief, and they just can't connect with us. But I get that this is all divine timing. Eventually you will connect, because see the plant within the hourglass? Like, and it's above and below, because the plant is above and it's below. So this connection will never end. The connection with your son is forever. It's eternal. And once you understand that that was just his mortal body that passed, and that his spirit and soul, you will feel the sweetness of eternity and of love, okay? But you have to also have boundaries. You have to realize, okay, I can't vibrate on the emotion of heavy grief. I have to get through this so that I can totally feel him 100%. And in the meantime, if you can't right now, because the grief is so heavy, that's when you start receiving coins, feathers. I get for you, it's a lot of, I see the beach a lot. Like, do you hula, or did you used to hula? You should go down to the beach and hula at your secret beach. I don't know which island you're on. I used to go to Chinaman's Hat in Kaneohe. And that's what I'm seeing, like somewhere like that. That's a little bit more secluded. And just do a hula. You can connect with him at the water. And it'll also help your healing and help your heart. And it'll get you out in the sunshine. Like, serves so many purposes, and salt water will really help. It'll just help you a ton, Mamone. I hope that helped. I'm so sorry for your loss. But please know your son is doing great, and you will feel him again. Like you'll feel him more on the big island. Okay. So are you on Kona or the Hilo side? He kind of went back and forth. So the big, you have tons of beach. Like just pick a little secluded spot and try to connect. Um, Hi, Sienna. Welcome, Sienna Rose. Mahalo, Mamoni. I'm so sorry for your loss. Hi, Tani. Welcome. I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here, Sienna. Nice to see you. So, and if anyone needs, if you would like a reading and you'd like this for a Christmas gift, that's where you see me. PsychicInsights.Life. I was telling people earlier, I do a Wheel of the Year tarot reading that I love to do this time of year. And it just kind of gives you a guidance of the energies and things that could go on in the year for you that could come up. But as always, you have free will to, control whatever's going on. Oh, Donna said thanks for the card. Her mom loved cats, so very affirming for her. And hold on. I've been flat strapped lately with life and work, and I've not had time to be with myself or spirit. So I'm very intrigued. I get that because I've been strapped like crazy and working and trying to do stuff to raise funds and family emergencies coming up. I totally get it. It's calling to invite peace and serendipity into your heart during this painful time. Oh, she pulled the unicorn card for you, Mamone, which is about serendipity for the lady who has lost her son. Yes. It's called to invite peace and serendipity into your heart during this painful time. And I get hula will really help you. Like that's the way to help soothe your heart, and it's a good way to move your body. Hilo. I love Hilo. I used to be in Hilo every Wednesday, every single Wednesday, and I had it would rain every Wednesday. I'd go right into downtown and get me a poke bowl. Well, actually, no, I'd get Kahlua pig with poi and go back to the cabin and pick up my haku. I'd have a haku and a ginger lei made right on the pier, like the locals would make it, and I had a special ordered, and I'd bring home gardenias, like a bouquet of gardenias I'd keep in the cooler for my mom and take them to her every Saturday. Hilo is in Hawaii. It's a port, a town in Hawaii, Sienna. That's where her son was from and where he lived. Okay, Sienna. Sienna. How about what 2026 looks like for you? Oh, a celebration. Enjoy your victories with others. 2026 is going to be full of celebrations and joy and laughter. So I love that for you. So please know, Sienna, it's going to be a great year. And you have to celebrate like your victories with others. Enjoy your victories with others. So this isn't really like celebrating others, it's celebrating your victories, things that you're going to accomplish in the year. So 2026 looks like a good year. Hi, Wendy. I'm doing great. How are you? Yes, of course, Wendy. And whoever else has joined, if you'd like a card, just ask. I have my new deck. And this is the first time we've been on Teatime, but it's going to be our new deck. Okay, Miss Wendy. Wendy, do you have a specific question that you'd like to ask? And my kids are all messaging me pictures of the Grinch and Santa, and I can't look. Yeah, it sounds really good, Sienna. A lot of people are going to have a really good 2026. So 2025 has been rough for a lot of us, but 2026 like it's going to do pretty good. Miss Wendy. Hold on. Where are you at? Just try to see if my son is still there. Miss. But I just got, and I just dropped almost the whole deck. I just got a vision of smooth as velvet. I don't know what that meant, Wendy, but smooth as velvet. And I saw like an image of velvet with like a hand going across it, a woman's hand, and then like drink. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, black velvet? I don't even know. Okay, and you're having a red flag warning too. So hold on. So this is for you to pay attention to the red flags. So something's going on, Wendy. I don't know what that is. And there's a change coming. But don't allow fear to be your master. So whatever these red flags are that you're ignoring, probably because you're afraid, you need to not do that. And totally like change whatever habits or whatever's going on and then reflect on them. And the reflection is what's going to reveal who you are. So I get that there's a challenge of some kind going on, Wendy. Okay? And then Sienna said she's gone so far in her career. My sobriety, congratulations on your sobriety. Your grief of losing my husband a few years ago, and I'm in pretty good headspace. I'm so proud of you. I hope everyone reads that who is grieving here and sees healing is possible, sobriety is possible. It just takes time and on our own pace in our own timeline. So Wendy, I get that your New Year's going to be full of change, reflection, along with some trials. Like you're going to have some red flags. But I get this is more like with material items. This isn't a physical, this is something material. And I am seeing alcohol involved too. So I'm not sure what that is exactly. It's up for your interpretation. You know more of what's going on. And there will be a change, but this change, make sure that you change not because you're afraid. Like the change is for the positive, and it's a time for you to reflect. So this new year is going to be changes and reflection and paying attention to red flags. When you see a red flag, don't be afraid to change because it scares you. Actually change because you need to, and you know that it's going to cause inner growth. Okay? Welcome, Virginia. Nice to see you. Of course, Izzy. And welcome, Joanna. Hi, Tawny. Yes. I'm going to do Tawny next. And don't worry, if I don't see your comments, I will get to you. Just be patient with me, okay? Because I'm kind of bopping around and I have new glasses. These are the new bifocals. Oh my goodness. And I wear them all the time now, and I never wear glasses all the time, and it's been an adjustment. But I really like being able to see. Okay, now it's getting to Tawny. Tawny. Sorry, I had to turn my air. No? Okay, Tawny. Tawny, what was yours? What my spirit guides or family have to tell me? What does Tawny need to hear? Oh, you had a jump. Obstacle. Overcoming a blockage on your path. Tawny, what's the obstacle that's on your path right now that you need to know? Like it's like a rock, like a big boulder. You need to know that you can overcome it. You just go around, okay? And you got to change. This is also, don't let fear, like don't let that rock or whatever boulder is in your way make you fear changing your path. Like change the path anyway. Ooh, and it's all about your mindset. Oh, Tawny, that's a call out. Find a different perspective. Okay, do you see how these three work together? Look at this, Tawny. Okay, there's an obstacle in your path, and I said you need to like go around. You don't, if you can't go over it, just go around it. But perhaps there's something about going around it that's scaring you, like because you're going to blaze a different trail. Okay, because this is about fear. The change, change is scary. But if you go around it and look at it from a different perspective, because this is find a different perspective. It's all about your mindset. So perhaps that journey around, that detour is exactly what you need for this next year. That's what they got to tell you. That was cool. I love that for you, Tawny. So it's about a journey going around stuff, okay, that obstacle, and realizing there's nothing to fear. It's all about the journey in itself. It's all your perspective. Wow, I love that. Okay, we already saw Sienna's. Wendy, I got you. Joanna. I don't think I got Joanna. Joanna. For the new year. How's Joanna's new year look? Is there anything Joanna needs to know about the new year? Love. Your new year is going to be full of love and true feelings, like getting in touch with your true feelings, your innermost love experiences, Joanna. So that's going to be a beautiful year for you. Okay. And Sienna says, healing is possible. I still have hard days, mostly when my daughter cries for her daddy. Like, what do you do? She's only 3. Oh, so that's pretty hard, but healing is so possible and so powerful. Oh, I could not imagine, Sienna. Oh, I can only think of someone who is in my way. You're so welcome, Tawny. Yes, Izzy. Look, there's another Izzy. Donna. Is Donna still here? We have Tawny Izzy. Donna's son name is Izzy, and then now we have an Izzy here too. Yes, Izzy. Izzy. Izzy, now you're the first one who I've had a spirit totally come through. The other ones have been just very lighthearted. I feel like a very calm, peaceful, like a fatherly presence, a very strong, peaceful. Yes, Donna, good. I'm glad you're here. A companion, a discerning friend. Have you lost somebody that was like your total companion, discerning friend that was your grounding? Because I got a very grounding presence. So please know this eternal companion, whether it's spirit, animal, or what, is always there with you. I'm going to draw more cards for clarification. But they are a discerning friend. They are ever present. And they're like your hedgehog. Like, yes, absolutely beautiful. So that's just a validation of that. Ooh. Temptation, alluring thoughts and actions. Okay, know that temptation is out there and how you handle it is up to you. This might be part of this discerning friend. So this might be somebody that makes it a little bit different. This might be somebody that you're curious about and you're tempted about and that you're thinking about, and they're helping you be creative. Like, so I don't know what's going up with you, Izzy. If you have like somebody that you're kind of curious about and you're tempted, to see that's the fruit of temptation. Alluring thoughts and actions, like you're just having the thoughts and actions, which is okay. You're single. So who is this person? So if you're single, there is somebody that is a companion for you I'm seeing in the coming year, and that you already think about them and you're not into anyone. Well, be open to it because there's ideas and stuff, and it is on your horizon, Izzy. So you may not be open, but don't be closed either. Do I see you going to jail this month? I really don't believe so. Reflection reveals who you are. I don't believe so, but I do believe this is a wake-up call for you to reflect on whatever the occurrence is. You're welcome, Izzy. Wendy said, change would be going back to work after 2 years since my husband passed. Very nervous about returning as I work with palliative people. During end of life, not sure how this will be emotionally. Wow, Wendy. Now I want you to understand how powerful what you do is. Palliative care is freaking amazing, and I know it's hard, especially with losing your husband. But the perspective that you can have and the amount of empathy and compassion that you can have for these people, I believe that's amazing. Amazing. It's okay, Donna. I really do feel strongly that it'll be okay. It's just a wake up call, okay? And Wendy, I think you'll be able to handle it emotionally, and it'll actually strengthen you because you'll be able to be somewhat of like not a grief role model, but just it'll make you so much more powerful at the job that you do, especially having the eternal perspective that you do. I don't see anybody else commenting on Facebook. I just see Donna's unicorn. So let me refresh that. Okay, we're good there. So let's see who else was up here. Joanna. Yes, you're welcome, Joanna. I hope that helped. Now, did I get everybody? How is everyone doing? How's your holiday season going? I want to encourage everybody to remember it's one day out of the year. If you celebrate Christmas, there's a lot of people panicking, a lot of people having really financial issues this year. And I want you to realize it's all about time with your family. It's about being gentle with yourself, realizing it's not a competition. Your love is enough just as it is. You don't have to always have all the perfect presents and a million presents under the tree if that's what you celebrate. If it's Hanukkah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing. Well, Hanukkah, I know certain things have to be a certain way. But I want everyone to remember this holiday season, we're humans and we're allowed to make mistakes. Okay. So try not to be so rough on yourself. Okay. Be gentle. This holiday season looks very different for a lot of us. My father-in-law is having surgery tomorrow. He's having a mass removed from his colon, and it has my family separated this year. It has so much going on. Some of us don't even have decorations. Like I usually bake. Like it's just crazy, just so different. But it's making me reflect, like that card was saying. It's really making me reflect on what matters. I know Hollis right now and Bright Hawk are packing their entire house and getting ready to drive on the 20th, which is what, 2 days away? No, Monday they're leaving and driving from Colorado to New York, I think, upstate New York. Like, holy cow, with all of their belongings, their son, and I think their grandson. I'm not sure if their granddaughter's going too or not. But, and I know they don't celebrate Christmas, they celebrate Yule, but this is a great time of year of families gather and where we come close. And I just want you to know if you've lost someone, I know things are different this year, but just kind of try to seek out the blessings and what you're able to do and just make the most of it. It's just one day. Yule is one day. Christmas is one day. Hanukkah is not. You guys got it going on. But it's what you do with the time that you have. It's what you do with your family. It's not always about the big, huge meal. A simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich sometimes could be even more beautiful when shared with a few family members, or, I mean, not meager, but do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have a fancy spread. There's times over the 29 years of my marriage There's been a few times where we didn't have money on Christmas. We had the gifts, but we didn't have a big, huge stuff for a big meal. So we would make like enchiladas, or we would make a big pot of spaghetti or lasagna or something like that that would feed all of us. Nobody cared. It wasn't a big deal that we didn't have the Christmas ham and all the spread. It was about our time together. So I hope that helps somebody out there tonight, because I know life is hard, and with grief and stuff, it's very hard. And although my husband's still here, he's just not physically here right now. He's in another state, and it really makes my heart, um, it softens my heart for the people that I work for. You know, those of you who have lost your companions and stuff. I couldn't imagine how difficult it is to find your way in life again. Yeah. My daughter-in-law makes shells. She makes stuffed shells. And she usually, her birthday's on the 14th, the same as my grandson. But usually they make shells, like stuffed shells, and oh my gosh, they're so good. And I want some of those. I didn't get any this year. I don't think they made any this year, but they're so good. So yeah, your traditions can be whatever you want them to be, and they don't have to be huge and elaborate at all. Okay? So I hope that helped everybody. I do want to draw us a card for like this coming week. I want you to try to take this week as things come. Try not to stress too much. Be gentle with yourselves. And let's pull a card. Oh, that one's just going to jump out on us. Gossip. Words spread fast. Watch how you don't, make sure you're not gossiping this week. So maybe some of the judgment might come from some of us, okay? If people are less than, or like if you find yourself chatting and gossiping, this is like chatter. The birds are always like, I always imagine them going, just watch who you're chattering about. Don't be gossipy, okay? Because remember, words spread really fast. Sometimes if you talk about somebody a certain way, remember that those words are going to come back to them, or people are going to think that it's okay to talk about you like that. You don't want that. But we also have reciprocity. Give help and receive help. Reciprocity. That's not right. Reciprocity. Somebody help me. Reciprocity. But that's where you like give and you take. Okay. Whatever you give comes back to you tenfold. So make sure what you're putting out in the world this next week, no matter how stressed you are, is absolutely good energy. Acceptance, not judging and gossiping and stuff like that. Just do the best that you can and be appreciative with what you have and what's going on. Let's see. So does anyone have any questions or anything that occurred this week that you might want to discuss or have questions about, like in your spiritual path or experiences? If you have any issues with your grief that you need some help with before we go, or just anything in general, let me know in the comments. And if not, I think we're about done tonight. And sorry I was a little late tonight. With my husband not here, there's other things that I have to do, a lot of the stuff that I'm used to him doing. And I just need a little bit more time. I move very slow when it's colder here and rainy. My arthritis tends to get to me sometimes, and that's very hard to move. So I just had to put it back. And then now next week, I'm going to play by ear because my tea time is on Christmas Day. So I probably will be here, but it might be in the evening. But I'm not completely sure what I'm doing yet. So I will tentatively schedule it, but I'm not sure. Hi, Virginia. There you are. You were one that needed a card. Right? Did you want a card, Virginia? Because I do remember, I think you were one that was missed. I'm glad that you're here, Virginia. I am every Thursday, usually at 7 o'clock. I just did 8 o'clock tonight because I had to do some chores and stuff and just could not function. I've been doing DoorDash with my son, And seriously, it was 3:30 in the morning before I went to bed. That's late for this old lady. Virginia, I have healthy choices for you in this new year. Make wise choices. Choose wisely. So you have healthy choices for this coming year. I pay attention to what you feed your body and the energy that you're at. Hold on. Plot twist, because there could be some plot twists, what does it say? Unforeseen, unexpected developments. Now these are brand new cards, that's why I have to keep checking. So you have a plot twist coming up this new year. So you need to make healthy choices. There might be some plot twists. And it's all about your perspective. You also must shift your mindset. Okay? So maybe you're having a hard time with some healthy choices and stuff. And you just have to shift your mindset and see that they could be really good. Like you can make some really yummy meals with healthy alternatives. So that's like the new year for you might be more challenging because you have to eat just a little bit healthier, I guess. Sophia, is there anything to make me be able to have dreams? I miss my boyfriend so much and haven't been able to see him in my dreams. Okay. Some of that could be your grief. Excuse me, I was trying to rub my. Some of that could be your grief, Sophia. You're talking about like lucid dreaming. To be able to lucid dream, you really have to work on your grief, number one, because of your vibrations. Grief, missing your boyfriend is very, very hard, very difficult, and it carries a lot of pain, abandonment, a lot of heartache, and those are like lower vibrations. And it's hard to connect with him, with the afterlife, when your vibrations are so low and heavy. So like he could pop into your dreams and like check on you, but you may not always be aware just because your grief is so heavy. Some things that can help is just seriously just some of it takes time. I don't know how long. I get this is pretty recent, Sophia. You can't really force yourself to dream. That's extremely difficult. Even seasoned people like me, I can't make myself have lucid dreams. I have to. I just, whatever comes, comes. But I try to keep myself like at a higher vibration so I'm able to receive. Meditation can help. I get so much that he's trying to connect with you, but it's not in your dreams. It's more in music because you're able to receive music. It's been 9 months. Yeah, this month. Yeah, I got that it was pretty recent. So start music. He can connect to you with music, electricity, coins, feathers, birds, animals, things like that at first. Start connecting with him on the other side through seeing if you can hear his voice, staring at a candle, make an altar for him and talk to him every day. You already have an altar, I'm told. Talk to him every day. Know that he is there. It's just hard for your speaker to work for you to like receive the signal right now because it's a little foggy with all the grief. But as you start connecting with him or receiving his energies and seeing his signs, then it'll be much easier to connect. And eventually you will have dreams. And there's things that you can drink. There's things that you can do that'll help. There's teas. There's certain flowers that you can drink that aren't hallucinogenic. They just like mugwort and blue lotus flower helps. And I do make teas like that can help you. But a lot of it is just having to go through the process. If you need a reading, I always suggest a reading because it can really help you know that he's okay. He'll come through 100%. And it's not that you can't do it yourself. It's just that it's difficult right now. Okay. So sometimes you need somebody else to help you. Okay. So I hope that helped you, Sophia. But no, he's definitely there. Would you like a card also? Because he's definitely around you. And I do see like an altar for him. I see a picture with candles and like something hanging. I don't know if it's a rosary or like a graduation chalice or something, but there's something like hanging on the picture. So please know he's validating this area that you have. Okay, so let's pull a card. And I don't get like don't try to force that I have to dream about him. I have to dream about him. You're not always going to dream about him. You might smell him. You might feel like a chill or something. Hear a song. Know that that's all him. You just set up his altar for Christmas. He just validated that for you, Sophia. Okay, what is hanging on the picture? Because yeah, he told me that you have the altar. Start using it. Start connecting with it. That's a beautiful way. Start leaving him offerings. Share offerings with him. Biscuititos. Do you make biscuititos? Because he's showing me these cookies. Leisure. And this is the big thing too. This is the key right here. I love this. Did he wear boots? This is leisure. His necklace is on his ashes and his graduation cap is also there. There you go. Because I saw like a rosary and a graduation. So please know those are his validations for you, Sophia. This is what you have to do. Try keeping a light-hearted vibration. Remain lighthearted, okay? Be thankful for the love that you shared. And although I know it's extremely heartbreaking and difficult because he was so young, know that the love never dies. And the more open you are to receive his messages and his love, like from the other side, the easier it'll be for you to connect, okay? And you just have to remain lighthearted and loving. And I know the mortal severing is the most difficult, and I'm so sorry for that, okay? I'm sorry for your loss, but I know that you will feel him and experience him again, okay? It'll just be totally different, and it's going to be more music at first. And I do get that you will start connecting over your altar with the candles. Like when you light the candles, just watch them. Stare at them. His ashes are right there. I get you also like you hold his ashes and cry. He feels you. He's there. He's very much there. And you will start experiencing and feeling him just as you get to that little bit more lighthearted, a little bit higher vibrations, okay? So I hope that helps, sweetheart. And with that, I'm going to close tonight. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have a great week. I will see you next week. I'm not sure about the time because next week's Christmas. If it's not on Thursday, I will probably go ahead and do Friday or something else. I will let you know, though. But thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night. Bye-bye.